Have you ever stopped to think about what actually happens when you press a key on your keyboard? Let's say you press the letter A. You see it appear on your screen almost instantly, but behind that simple action is a fascinating journey. A story of transformation from a physical press into a digital signal. It's like a secret language between you and your computer, and today we're going to decode it. Welcome to the first episode of our series where we unravel the magic behind our everyday tech. So you press A. Think of this physical action not just as a tap, but as you issuing an order. It's like being in a massive, hyper-efficient warehouse. You're the manager, and by pressing that key, you've just shouted, "Action!" You've initiated a command, and now the entire system has to spring into motion to fulfill it. This single press is the starting gun for a whole chain of events. It's the moment a physical intention enters the digital world. But how does the keyboard, this seemingly simple grid of plastic, know that you've given an order? How does it even hear you? The answer lies in what we call keyboard events. Underneath each key is a small mechanism, usually a rubber dome over a circuit board. When you press the key down, it completes an electrical circuit. This is the first critical step. The keyboard's internal controller is constantly scanning this grid of circuits, thousands of times per second. It's like a security guard patrolling hallways, checking every single door. The moment you press a key, the controller notices a closed circuit, a closed door. It registers this change and says, something just happened at this specific location. It records two distinct events: key down when you first press it, and key up when you release it. This tells the computer not just which key was pressed, but also for how long, which is how it knows the difference between typing A and holding it down to get Now that the keyboard controller knows a key has been pressed, it needs to tell the computer which key. This is where the magic of binary encoding comes in. Computers don't understand letters, numbers, or symbols. They only understand one thing: electricity. Specifically, whether the electricity is on or off. We represent on with a 1 and off with a 0. This is the binary system. Every key on your keyboard has a unique code, a specific sequence of these ones and zeros. Think back to our warehouse analogy. The key down event was the order. The binary code is the cargo identifier. It's a unique barcode that says, this isn't just any package. This is package A, so when you press A, the keyboard controller doesn't send the shape of the letter A to your computer. Instead, it sends a specific pattern of high and low electrical voltages, like 01000001. This stream of ons and offs is the language your computer understands. So let's recap this incredible journey. You decide to type A. Your finger physically presses the key, pushing down a rubber dome to complete an electrical circuit. The keyboard's controller, which is constantly scanning, detects this change and registers a key down event at a specific location on its grid. It then looks up the unique binary code for that location, a sequence of ones and zeros representing the letter A. It translates this code into a series of high and low voltage electrical pulses and sends the signal down the wire or through the air if it's wireless to the computer. This all happens in a fraction of a millisecond. What started as a simple, continuous physical motion pressing a key has been converted into a discrete, encoded digital symbol. This is the fundamental principle of all digital systems, turning the messy, analog reality of the physical world into the clean, precise, and mathematical language of zeros and ones. We've successfully transformed your physical press into a digital signal that the computer's brain, the CPU, can understand. The computer now knows you want the letter A. But knowing and showing are two different things. How does this abstract sequence of zeros and ones travel from the CPU to your screen and magically transform back into the recognizable shape of an A that you can see? That's the next step in our journey. We've handled the input, but now we have to explore the output. In our next episode, we'll follow that binary signal, that electrical message, as it makes its way to the graphics card and finally lights up the specific pixels on your monitor to draw the letter A. The story is only half over. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive. If you found this fascinating and want to see how the rest of the story unfolds, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. See you then.